When we talk about growth, we always see it as a positive thing. But when you're much closer to the subject, you're learning that nothing is as simple as it seems. And a business that's growing too quickly is not all positive. I'm going to highlight some of the growing pains to look out for in your business. Hi, I'm John Vong, the owner of Local SEO Search. Thank you for watching this video. I know that business owners are always thinking about growth. It's what we all want in our business. Of course it is, but remember, never to be too focused on growing, that you forget other important things. Yes, your business is growing as fast as you wanted it to, but did you lose along the way? Let's talk about some growing pains of small business and how you can avoid and overcome most of them. The first one is lack of proper training. As a business grows, so does the number of people that you hire. Employees need to be screened as well as trained. At the beginning, this might be one of your priorities, and as your business becomes bigger, it becomes less and less. You don't have as much time to concern yourself with these hiring and training. But I am a strong believer in hiring slow and firing fast because the hiring process is expensive. If you are growing too quickly, sometimes training responsibilities can be delegated to an employee. But as the business grows, training should become more standard. Maybe when you started, employees learned as they went. But now that your business has grown, your customers expect a certain level of service. And there are a lot of ins and outs about the business new employees don't know. And if you aren't overseeing your training initiatives, how can you be sure your employees are being properly trained? In order to avoid issues around this, you should create a training program for all new employees. Streamline it. Ensure that everyone gets a handbook or a video tutorial that outlines everything that they need to know about your business, your customers, and your products. This will help remove confusion for new employees and put everyone on the same page. Next up is communication gap. In a big or growing company, communication is not as direct anymore. When your business was small or starting out, you were probably available to every employee. They all knew you personally. But as the business grows, that isn't maintainable. While you can send them a chat or an email, nothing compares to talking to the real person. Along the way, there will be miscommunication and problems that arise because of that. Communication is not just about talking and sharing information. It's an employee's overall understanding of the business, your goals and mission, and how their task can help you achieve that. Everyone, including yourself, should be working towards the company goals. Now, how do you avoid these problems? Let me know in the comments how you communicate with the people in your company. I'd suggest holding weekly meetings if possible, or bi-weekly with key members, or make your door open for your employees. Make sure they trust you and each other. You are there to help each other, and you want an open line of communication. The third is about your company culture. Sometimes we are so focused on growth that we forget who we are as a business. You might not have meant for it to be like that, but stuff happens, and this is something that you must uphold. The culture in your company is something that helps you connect with each other, and as you grow this, can become unclear to some employees. New hires might think differently from the older ones. Be an example. Even if you don't have as much time as before, don't forget to catch up with your employees. Make the environment that you work in pleasant for everyone. A company where everyone is at ease in each other's presence. Remember, You want your employees to be happy and have a good company culture will increase retention. And make sure everyone is on the same page will reduce conflict. Next, competitiveness. What is business without a little competition? You've competed with established businesses early on your venture, and as you stepped up in the ladder, your competition can change. They could be a new but booming business or one that's already existed before you even started, but they're introducing a new product. When you first started, competition was probably ignorant of you. But as your business creates its own buzz, they will take notice of you because you are now a threat to their position. The question is, are you able to compete with them? You can never relax when you're in business. You have to be ready for every opportunity that comes your way. It could be being ahead of trends in your industry, attracting customers both old and new with your marketing tactics, or even just by creating products and services that are better than others. The key of being competitive is staying on top of trends and pivoting your business accordingly. Don't let your competition upstage you because you are afraid of change. Next on our list is cash flow problems. If you don't manage your finances well in the beginning, it will snowball and might cause you major issues. This is a common problem, even if you're not at the same level. You might be disregarding it as a small matter, but as you grow, so does the problem. You could be spending more than you're earning, but you're thinking that you'll gain more profit to cover that because you're still a growing company. It doesn't work that way. A business should gain more than they spend, not the other way around. You must learn how to manage your cash flow. Take note of everything, even the smallest bills that need collecting. Write down your costs and see if you're getting money in the business, not out. Look at ways to reduce costs or see if you need to maybe raise prices to ensure that you aren't overspending. Lastly, time management. It would seem like as you grow, the time that you have for different projects, meetings, or anything else for that matter shortens. Time management has been a part of a lot of our videos because it's so important and something many people struggle with. My best tip is to schedule everything and be sure to make adjustments only if it's really needed. This will help you have a clearer path towards your goals. Look at your tasks and see which ones are most important. Which ones help achieve your goals and which ones can you delegate to other staff. Not everything needs to be done by you. Growing pains are part of every business, and we must learn to identify each one so we can recognize it when it happens. This way, it won't grow into an even bigger problem. I think I've hit some key points here, so feel free to comment below things that I have missed, something you've experienced in your own business. Maybe we can talk about it in our future videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's grow together.